Why Ice Spice's debut album undersold by 392%. Ice Spice, a growing hip-hop artist, has recently received intense scrutiny following the publication of her debut album, Y2K, which supposedly undersold by a stunning 392%. This article dives into the circumstances that contributed to this unexpected result, covering Ice Spice's meteoric rise to stardom, the problems she encountered prior to the album's release, and the consequences of the album's disappointing results. The rise of Ice Spice. Ice Spice, born Isis Gaston in the Bronx, New York, initially found popularity in 2022 with the viral single Munch Feelin' You. The song's catchy tune and infectious enthusiasm drew in listeners, driving her into the spotlight. Her collaborations with well-known musicians such as Nicki Minaj on the Barbie soundtrack cemented her reputation as a strong force in the music industry. By the end of 2023, Ice Spice had 3 top 5 songs and was nominated for Best New Artist at the Grammy Awards, solidifying her place as one of hip-hop's most promising newcomers. However, the music industry is notoriously unpredictable, and maintaining momentum after a successful debut can be difficult. Ice Spice's journey exemplifies the difficulty of maintaining success in a fast-changing world. Ice Spice has stated in multiple interviews that she was a popular girl in high school long before she began making music. A story she told Erykah Badu and her daughter Puma Curry for interview serves as a very good analogy for her debut album, Y2K. Ice-born Isis Gaston went to a Catholic school in Yonkers, a suburb north of her Bronx neighborhood. There were so many white girls, and I was the only one with curly hair for a long time. She explained that she regularly straightened her now famous curls to fit in while standing out like a queen bee. She even prayed to God at night so her hair would be straight by morning. However, with her strict and loving father's support, she opted to go to school one day with her natural hair, which filled her with worry. I spent so much time in the bathroom just looking at myself before going back to class. I was so nervous for something that didn't even fucking matter. Y2K, which takes its name from both the fashion and apocalyptic terror that marked Ice's birthday, John de la 2000, expands on the youthful, cool, and feminized drill that propelled her to stardom, but also goes beyond it. Ice is more passionate, unworthy than ever in a compact 10-song run that makes the most of her restricted range and our short attention spans. Her excremental single, and Latto Insult, Think You the Shit Fart, is actually the least compelling song on an album that thrives in chaos and clamor. Like the hyper-pop Jersey Club hip shaker did it first with Central C. Wearing her natural hair to the eventual delight of everyone around her, the Ice of Y2K feels like an artist claiming ownership of her songs, making an attempt, exploring, looking inward, and occupying space. However, as immaculate and compelling as her debut is, there is a sense of discomfort, as if the rap princess who claims she wants a historic reign, like Badu, she tells the elder, is simply trying on several crowns to see how hers should feel. The anticipation for Y2K, Ice Spice's debut album, was expected to be successful, given the momentum generated by her early singles. Fans and reviewers alike awaited a project that would demonstrate her artistic development and confirm her standing in the business. However, the album's release on July 26, 2024 received mixed to unfavorable reviews, resulting in a poor first-week sales number of around 28,000 copies. This figure defied the expectations set by her previous triumphs and revealed a considerable gap between her fame as a singles artist and her ability to construct a whole album. Factors contributing to the underselling. Lack of cohesion. One of the key criticisms leveled at Y2K was a perceived lack of cohesiveness. Critics said the album was disconnected, with tunes that didn't build on the energy of her previous blockbusters. The production, which was mostly handled by her frequent partner Riot USA, was criticized as repetitious and lacking the originality that fans had come to anticipate from Ice Spice. Music writer Anthony Fantano described the album as a nothing burger, with simple hooks and uninteresting features. Overexposure and saturation. Ice Spice's quick climb to prominence had a downside. Overexposure. In the months before the album's release, she was everywhere, from social media to partnerships. While her visibility originally helped her gain traction, it eventually reached a saturation point where supporters grew tired of her presence. The continual supply of singles and promotional content may have dampened the anticipation for her debut album. Changing musical landscape. The music industry is continuously changing, so what works one year may not work the next. Ice Spice's sound, which was primarily influenced by drill music and infectious hooks, faced competition from a slew of new artists and shifting listener tastes. As the landscape changed, her music, which had previously felt fresh and original, became predictable. Expectations versus reality. The excitement around Y2K led to unreasonable expectations. Fans expected a groundbreaking debut that would propel Ice Spice to new heights. However, the album's failure to match these expectations caused disappointment, and many fans vented their displeasure on social media. The criticism was quick, with some doubting her longevity as an artist. The singles artist dilemma. Ice Spice's career trajectory has highlighted a larger trend in the music industry: the distinction between singles and album performers. While she is shown capable of producing memorable, viral songs, her ability to create a complete album remains in doubt. This contrast became clear with Y2K, when many fans and journalists dubbed her a singles artist, implying that her power rests in solitary tunes rather than a full-length album. The aftermath of the album's release. Y2K continues where her prior work left off, with Ice Spice's quick and to-the-point comments centered on who has the thickest body, the dankest weed, and the brightest gems. She hasn't improved much as a songwriter. Her inexplicable scatological interest persists, but she has discovered new ways to twist her voice, sharpening her flow into a menage pattern, inhaling gaffes like clouds of smoke, and burping out phrases of moans and croaks. Spice's lyrics are merely one component of the auditory collages created by producer Riot USA, who has designed her sound. The beats of Y2K combine the shiftiness of drill with the persistence of club music. Hi-hats tap on a window like a horror movie slasher, while drums bang on the door like cops. The album demonstrates that Ice Spice can locate the pocket, no matter how cacophonous or menacing the beat, serving as yet another reminder that rap has long been more than just a male's club. Those expecting Y2K to provide turn-of-the-millennium nostalgia in the same way that Brat Summer in the Bronx did will be disappointed. The album's simple but lovely title is a tribute to Ice Spice's birth as Isis Gaston on January 1st, 2000, which is certainly a better moniker than her rap name. Ice Spice's music, like a much-hyped tech calamity, does not signal the end of the world. Rather, it is another way to get through it. But that does not mean she's off the hook. Share! After Y2K's poor performance, Ice Spice faced a turning point in her career. The first criticism caused her to respond on social media, praising her followers and downplaying the negative feedback. However, the reality was undeniable. Her debut record had not only undersold, but also sparked concerns about her future in the industry, rebuilding and moving forward. Despite the failure, Ice Spice can use this experience to improve her approach in the future. Here are some of the strategies she could consider. Focus on crafting cohesive projects. To establish oneself as a professional musician, Ice Spice may need to prioritize producing cohesive albums that demonstrate her progress and range. Working with a wide group of producers and songwriters could allow her to explore new sounds and directions. Engage with fans. Ice Spice's long-term success will depend on her ability to establish deep relationships with her fan base. Engaging with fans on social media, at live performances, and at intimate events can help her build a loyal following that goes beyond viral hits. Diversify musical influences. Experimenting with various genres and styles may help Ice Spice stand out in a crowded market. By mixing several inspirations into her song, she may reach a larger audience and demonstrate her artistic range. Strategic releases. Rather than overwhelming the market with singles, Ice Spice should take a more deliberate approach to releasing music. Focusing on quality rather than quantity can help to keep her efforts exciting and anticipated. Addressing criticism. Embracing constructive criticism and using it to fuel her development will help Ice Spice flourish as an artist. Acknowledging the feedback from Y2K and exhibiting a willingness to improve may appeal to both fans and critics. Ice Spice's debut album, Y2K, serves as a story about the difficulties of maintaining success in the music industry. While her legendary climb to popularity was spectacular, the following underperformance of her album demonstrates the difficulties of moving from a singles performer to a full-fledged album artist. The album's dismal performance was due to a lack of cohesiveness, overexposure, changing musical landscapes, and unreasonable expectations. However, setbacks can also serve as opportunities for progress. Ice Spice may rebuild her career and establish her place in the industry by focusing on creating cohesive projects, communicating with fans, expanding her musical inspirations, and strategically releasing new music. As she navigates this vital crossroads, the lessons from Y2K will definitely impact her future endeavors and define her artistic legacy. In an era when rap girls have risen to prominence as pop artists, Ice's consistency is both appealing and polarizing. Under the superstar calling card she utilizes, luxury clothes, money brags, and referring to herself as a brand is the type of cool person we've all met, from the lunchroom to the boardroom. That kind of girl isn't created, she just exists. Ice's charisma appears effortless, innate, and uncomplicated, but in the world of modern rap, where the most recognizable personas and performers are frequently larger than life, Doja Cat, Megan Thee Stallion, Minaj, it's unclear whether that will be enough to maintain her at the top. Y2K is Ice Spice working hard to achieve something greater without losing herself, and it pays off. It matters. Let's all hope that Ice finds her way back to the top of the music industry and she learns to get out of her comfort zone to compose music that actually is groundbreaking. What do you think about the failure of the album? Can you think of other reasons? Tell us what you think in the comments below.